Okay. Happy Sunday. I am finding some things out today with acrylic markers, and I have been experimenting, I guess. Well, basically, I've been like throwing away fear and just saying, just do it. Just do it and see what happens. Um, Started yesterday, actually. Um, my live yesterday when I started working on this image. Hey, Mandy. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a good day. I, well, as you can see, I did more on this. Um, and I started trying to, I made a decision that I was going to make this snow, like snow piled up in the window. Um, I don't know. There's a few things I'm going to have to fix, straighten out, or whatever. As I go along, but I just went in as like stop worrying about what the objects are. Let's just make it something, all right? Um, so that's what I've been doing. Um, Pork chop. Ooh, that sounds good. Pork chops, mashed potatoes, and corn. We're having chili. Well, I made chili. I finally turned it off. I said, okay, that's enough. It'll, the flavors will meld as it sits. I'm probably going to make for myself. I'm going to make a taco salad using the chili probably. Um, but my husband can eat the chili just in a bowl like he likes to eat it. And I don't really feel like making cornbread today. I'm just not in the mood because I had to clean up a mess in the kitchen and then I made a mess in the kitchen and had to clean up the mess in the kitchen again. So, and I'm also doing laundry and also sorting out clothes, for putting away work clothes that I know I'm not going to use until January and all that kind of stuff. So I got a lot going on. So I'm not making cornbread. I don't think. I may suddenly get the urge to do it and then just go downstairs and do it because it's not really that hard. But I don't know. I just don't feel like it. Um, oh, I'm sorry your tummy hurts. I hope you feel better. My solution to that is always ginger and ginger ale. Either ginger candies or ginger tea or ginger ale. Whatever it is, it's got to have ginger. And that usually eases my stomach. So, yeah, so I figure I'm not going to really start doing work until tomorrow, Monday through Friday. I'm really going to be hitting it hard. So, I'm just taking today to kind of organize things, figure things out, kind of taking it easy. I ordered a couple things to help organize my desk. I ordered a riser for my monitor that has shelves in it. Oh, that. Oh my gosh. Mine used to have me so sick. Before, during, and a little bit after, too. It was bad. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. Mm-mm. There was a point where I just told him, take it out. Take it out. Once I knew I wasn't going to have any kids, it's like, okay, that's it. Just take it out. Just take it out. Um, TMI, TMI, whatever. Um, so I ordered a riser for my monitor that has shelves in it and organizational shelves in it. And it also has a slot where you can actually sit your phone in it, which I think is really awesome. So I ordered that so I can lift up my monitor, which I mean, it's okay right now. It's, you know, face level or whatever, but lifting it up will give me more space at that part of my desk. And then I also ordered a riser that has shelves in it for my printer, which would then again, it gives me more space, places to put some of the things I have on here. May actually give me a place to put my, I don't know, may help me to prop my pencil case up, the bigger ones in front of me, and not be in the way of me seeing things on my monitor. So I think it's gonna solve a few problems. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm supposed to get that, I think, on Friday, I think. We'll see. Um, so, yeah, I just have had to get a lot of stuff lately. Like, I had to get a new humidifier for in here. My face feels so dry. I almost thought about just putting a whole bunch of, like, either aloe gel or vitamin E gel on my face and then putting A&D ointment over that. That's how dry my face feels. I feel like I need to like pile it up and seal it on my face. Maybe I should do that at night. I hope it doesn't make me break out or something. But and then it gets all over your pillows and stuff. That sounds kind of gross. Maybe it's something I should do during the day. But yeah, I just feel so dry. But then I'm also not drinking enough water. So, and that's another thing I got to start doing. So, oh, cool. Awesome. Oh man, you gotta show me how to use them Stardust Jelly Roll pens because I surely don't know how. That's like something that's like on my list somewhere to learn how to use them Jelly Roll pens because I ain't got it yet. I don't know what it is. It hasn't clicked for me. But the markers are kind of like, not where my head is. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there with this. This bird, I should have recorded everything I did with this bird because I don't feel like, well, I know I didn't know it was going to turn out like this. I like how it turned out. It wasn't, there was no sign that it was going to look like this. And I think I've learned something with this, and it's not solidified in my head yet. But one thing I'm thinking is, I'm wondering, is there a difference between what is called an acrylic marker and a paint marker? Is that the difference between me having to shake up this one and not having to shake this one? And does that mean there's something different about the consistency, about what's in the ink, so to speak, ink? Um, because I'm feeling like these two work differently. That's something I discovered a minute ago. I'm like, that something happened that I was like, what? First of all, on this one, I've been able to. I noticed one, and I'm only halfway analytical, like, because I'm supposed to be relaxing. So, like, I kind of see it happen, but then I don't think too hard about it, like writing things down or anything like that. But one, I'm able to color over. I've been using the Color pencils mostly, because if anything happens, I don't want to be ruining a good pencil. But I have been using some Prismacolors too a little bit. But um, so it seems like one of them, at least, the pencil seems to go over them, color over them without a problem. But I don't think that happens with every acrylic marker, and so I'm wondering if it's because of it's because of the ink in them. So maybe at some point, if I have time, I might do like a little swatch test thing with that. But like me, I ain't got time for that. I color to relax. I ain't trying to analyze anything. But I do need to think about it more. I do need to probably analyze it more if I want to get some of the results that I'm getting. And I want to show you in particular what made me think that. That is on this page. Oh my gosh, this. I was like, oh my gosh, how did that happen? Like, what? It was weird. It was like and I was using this one. And I think I was going over pencil because I put more pencil, I think, on this spot. And there was also a little bit of this marker, maybe. I don't know. There was something on there. See, I don't remember what it did. But when I went over it, it was kind of like it wouldn't go solid, solid. But it did this beautiful thing when I was going over it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm keeping that. I like that. I like how that looks. It might not look like velvet, but I like how it looks. And so I'm not going to get rid of it. I like it. What I know is on here, I know this is on here, and I know the color red pencil is on here. I think some of this is on here too. I think the Prismacolor might have been the amount of wax that this Prismacolor white puts down. How it puts on that whatever it is, um, that makes it so good for blending. Why I'm always using it for blending. I think it was this on top of this, and there was a little bit of this underneath too. Underneath, it was underneath this, so it was like a little bit of this, some of this, and then this on top, the acrylic paint marker. And I got this because it kept going down. It seems like probably wherever I had the most of this on there, it wouldn't totally like go down solid, and it did this thing. I was like, you know what? I kind of like what it's doing, so I'm not mad at it. And I just kept going with it, and yeah, I'm really like, whoa. Because see, if you look at this part, I didn't use any, um, I didn't do it the same up here. And I don't remember what I used. I might have used this at this part. So I'm going to have to pay attention more as I use these markers to see, because that's something that I think I would want to do intentionally if I knew how. That makes any sense. So, yeah. So, so I like the happy accidents that are happening. So even though it was like really has been a rough start with these, now doing these was like what broke it for me. I just had so much fun making the things, and I just let go. And it just happened. It's like, well, let's make pine needles, because I was getting so frustrated with the mass of the image. And do the dishes. Oh, do you think you should try to do the dishes? Do what dishes? Your dishes in your sink? And then I'm thinking of that Johanna Basford page, and I'm thinking there's no dishes on that ornament page. I don't think. So, yeah, so I'm just playing with it, and we're just gonna see what happens. Um, this isn't like a straight coloring page. Like I can just go in and color in the objects. It's something else. And I was talking before about wanting to know how people just totally transformed some of the coloring pages. And I guess I'm actually learning that without even thinking that I was intentionally pursuing that with coloring these. So we're just gonna see. So I'm just down to just do some more of this, and some more coloring of these pages, and see what happens. That I can't tell you. You gotta check and test it and see how you feel. And if they'll wait till tomorrow, let them wait till tomorrow. If your husband can do them for you, let him do them. Oh, yeah. Just try and do them little by little. I don't know. Just, yeah. Because, I mean, sometimes you gotta push through, but then sometimes you gotta also give yourself some space. Be kind to yourself. I would say, since it's going to be in 2 days, I probably would be trying to do it now, because then I'll be no more good in a couple of days. But you got to gauge your body and how it's feeling. So what I did this morning with this one, I actually I looked up and I do see a picture of a real red titmouse, and I didn't know there was such a thing as a red titmouse, and it does look a lot like a cardinal. So I kind of started coloring this kind of from that, looking at that reference, but it's not all like exact or nothing. Um, and something about their feet, they have really cool looking feet, which I never noticed before. Well, I never saw their feet when I was looking at the window. Not really. I just was kind of looking at them. Let me see if I can. So, is this the pen? No, that's not. Anyway, their feet are like it's like they're shaped like they're webbed, but they're not. They're like that, and maybe more like that. And so I was trying to figure out if the feet, trying to, and I kind of drew in some things, and I drew it in with color so it would stand out to me of what it's trying to be. Um, I don't know exactly where their feet are supposed to stand here, so this is kind of muddy looking because I'm still trying to figure it out. But I figure as I get this space colored in more, I'll be able to figure it out. Um, I don't know. Maybe there shouldn't be a foot showing at all there, or maybe it's just that little bit that's his foot. But I haven't even put in what color they're supposed to be, and I think they're supposed to be gray actually. Now that I think about it, so yeah, so that's kind of like a last, you know, I'm not ready for that step yet. I still have to figure out what's underneath here. I don't understand that. Um, so up here, I just defaulted to, okay, I'm just going to say this is snow on the ledge and snow in the window, and like that's what I'm doing. Um, I still have to resolve this because uh, I gotta figure some things out with that to make it look that way. Oh, why do you have to go for another one? Hmm. Um, I kind of made a mistake here. Well, whatever. Well, what happened was I can't remember. I was, I don't remember what I was thinking in my head of what might be in this spot under here. And I colored it in like, oh, the ribbon was here, the bow. And I couldn't figure out where the bow, like, what was the bow attached to? What is it supposed to be with? It wasn't making sense to me. And so I had colored it, and I was trying to get shape out of it from coloring it and trying to make sense of it that way, which kind of mimics how I paint, which is interesting. But anyway, because it just wasn't working, I just did a whole bunch of stuff to blot it out, and I made it snow. And I had to change. I erased out the red and orange and whatever was going on underneath there. Um, and I actually used a blue that kind of has a little bit of green to it, and I just, colored all over the whole thing, and then I used the white, and I may have to add more white to this. I'm not sure, but like it kind of does look like how snow can look sometimes when it's against your window, with a bluish white kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see when we get there to that point how much I'm going to change that, because I still need to put snow like all over the place. I have to figure out somewhere to do that. Oh, okay, Mandy. Do they do the what do they call that? There's like a kind of um newer mammography thing that they do, and I can't remember what it's called. It's like digital something or whatever, but I always have to pay a little bit extra because they say yeah, do it, because it's more it catches more things, because I have a lot of in one of my breasts I have more density. I have like dense tissue in that one. So Well, wishing you the best on that one. It may not be fun to get your memory smashed. Yeah, the 3D imaging, that thing. Yep. But it's a blessing. It is a blessing. And I'm thankful for it. So I just always tell the tech, just tell me where to move. Push me if you have to. I don't care. Just get me where you need to go to get the picture you need to get. Um, so yeah, so that's the thing with the snow and covering up the bow. I may add a bow somewhere else in this picture or not. I don't know. But I just couldn't make sense of where that was connecting in here. So, um, yeah, so that's where we are with this one. I wish I could figure out where's his foot. Is he holding on down there? I can't tell what that is in that spot. If that's an extension of his foot or if I even could make it an extension of his foot. But I don't know. I think he's just kind of like snuggled in. So, and if he's snuggled in, I don't feel like you're going to see that much of his foot at all. I'm going to miss not having feeders this year. No fur babies, no feeders. Like, what the heck? This is going to be like, there's like no critter, no animal winter. Okay, so that's what I've been doing on this one. Mostly the bird. The bird has been the whole thing. So there's a layer of um combination. I used one pencil. I'm going to use the color. Might have been this one. I wanted to get the outlines, all the outlines of where all the things, lines they had were for that shows different parts of his, his feathers, how they were falling on his body. So I outlined that with this, and I tried to do it kind of dark, even though I was kind of being like kind of sketching with it. And then I did in some spots I used brown and something else, maybe this one too, to kind of just, I did it underneath because I was trying to figure out how are his feathers falling and trying to give it some foundation so that whatever I did on top of it, I don't know, kind of like underpainting or something, I guess. I did that. I don't know. I don't know if it was necessary or not because like I was just feeling my way through it. Um, Gotta hear my washing machine. It's like it can't be done already, can it? Has it been that fast? Um, I used this white, of course, underneath and started blending, kind of, and just putting some things down, just trying to get an idea for, I don't know, for where lines should be and stuff like that. And so that's one thing I feel like I need to figure out with the markers is the difference between coloring around negative space and coloring in negative space. That's kind of not set in my head for like which I should be doing with a marker, especially because I don't know what I'm doing with the marker. I don't know what part I'm coloring when I color. So, and then let's see, what else did I do? I just kind of kept going over it. I went over it with this marker. I think I used this one, kind of like drawing lines around the lines I did with this. Kind of drawing on the inside of them, like you can kind of see in the tail here how I did that inside the line. I'm trying to get more image on his wing. I did like a whole bunch of colors. It was like because I was looking at the reference, and I did like there was like yellow and orange and red that was in there, and then I smooched it with the white. I delineated the lines of his feathers, separation between his feathers with this, and then it was like, well, I could go all over the whole thing with red, or I could just, well, what I wound up doing was just erasing it, And then, so this is the trace of what was left, which I don't mind because I feel like it gives the hint of those colors, like, kind of like the reference. So, and then in the end, after all that, then I went in with this and I just went all over. And that's like what these, like, more bold lines are, like here and in here. I don't know. It was kind of crazy. That's why I said I wish I kind of had filmed it, but I don't. I only have part of it filmed, and I don't know up to what point. But yes, I felt like I did enough with this. I colored in the background here. I still don't know what's going on there. I'm assuming it's inside. I don't know. I'm just gonna color it with whatever feels like is happening, and then be done with it. But yeah, I'm kind of figured I was going to color this red, and that was before I did the titmouse. But yeah, I'm thinking of just doing this red. Red. But we'll see what happens. So I can't decide. I was kind of disappointed when I colored this one in with the blue because I liked it being white. But with it, I'm trying to figure out the frame thing of the window. And then, I don't know, this way it almost makes it look like it's those vertical blinds, which isn't a bad thing. But then I got to make sense of this line. So there's still some things I need to figure out here with what's going on in this section. Because this is outside of this frame, but I don't know. But it's inside of this frame. So it's like, what the heck is this? And what's inside? And if I'm changing this all to be snow, then I've got to make it all be outside somehow. Oh, decisions. So we'll get there. I did purple candles. I did them for Dawn. M Bean's color with me because it's her birthday this month, and that must be her favorite color because she said color purple. So that's that. And I think I really want to, I don't know if I want to do this or that now. I haven't been looking at this. Or something completely different. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I still got more of these pages. Like, whoa. And I still got this one. I'm not, I don't know. And then this is in a jar. Uh-oh. Glass. So I don't know where we're going with that. These are turning out to be a whole lot of work. I didn't think they were going to be this much work. What's it doing outside? Yeah, I guess it's getting dark already because it's getting dark already. Period. What else do I have in here? Something I did do was I printed that Magi page that I love so much. I printed that both on regular printer paper and on this cardstock. And I'm kind of glad I did because I may color it 2 different ways. So what do we have here? We got trees. Yeah, and some things with the snow, I'm almost wondering if I should just pull out acrylic paint and just glob it on top, like on this one, to just, in some places where it doesn't look snowy enough, to just take acrylic paint, and that will give me more coverage than the marker will. So that's something I'm thinking about doing with adding the snow in on here, on the branches and things. So I usually don't like to think this hard when I color, but like this is a situation I put myself in without realizing it with these PDFs. So, and these are from Creative Haven's Creative Christmas Coloring Book, I think it's called. Where is it? It's on the back of one of these. I thought it was on the back of one of these. And I got these pages through Dover Sampler Pages. So, let's see. What do I want to do next? He's got all these things in his bag. Color a little bit, and then I'm gonna make myself a taco salad. My husband plays hockey tonight, so I don't know if he left already. No. Hope I'm gonna be able to see that. That's one thing. I don't know. Don't know if I'll be able to see it. Let's do this. I think I need to, once I start these, I need to finish it so I know that I already. So I think I'm learning a little bit how to use the acrylic markers through all of this. Which is a good thing because I've wanted to learn. And I feel like once I do this, then I feel like I can color my pages that I have from my cards, coloring cards I have from Bubble Studio. I'll be able to do a job on there that I feel worthy of the work. Because I've been afraid to color them. Because I was like, I don't want to mess it up. I can't see over that. I feel like there's more over there, but I can't quite see. Because I don't have my glasses on, and I should have my glasses on. Okay, Mandy. Hopefully you'll get them all done and you don't have to worry about them anymore. I need to get closer so I can see. Okay, I didn't want that open up. What the heck? Why did all that open up? Whoosh. Oh, get closer. So I was looking for Bubbles earlier to see if she was on or they had scheduled live, and I didn't see one. You know, it might help to like schedule lives. I know I look for other people's scheduled lives. I really kind of need to think more about. Oh, that's a toy car. Oh, how cute. What color do we want it to be? Blue? Oh, was that actually part of the truck? And not the candy cane? Oops. Let's see, I can't find the black marker right off. It happened when I was looking for, I don't know, I was looking up something. I was watching a video about comparing Faber-Castell gelatos to other like gel crayons. And I was kind of looking at some, I don't know, I just got curious. I keep doing that. Google can be bad and Amazon, but welcome back. But I saw that like trying to figure out what all these objects are. I need to put my glasses on so I can see them. I saw that Sharpie actually has markers that have a paintbrush tip. That's dangerous. They look interesting. They come in 12 colors. I did not get them though. Just be advised, I did not get them. But I was looking. Trying to figure out what. Okay, I didn't really want the thick one, but I guess that's what we're doing. I feel like I do have to do this red now because let's just do this part. I thought it was candy cane. It's not candy cane. There's a whole lot of crazy stuff going on in the world this past week. I was just kind of getting caught up on some of the more details because I don't know. It's getting to the point where I don't know how useful some places where we used to get news don't seem to be as useful anymore. Same old, same old. Meantime, South Korea's dealing with their president calling for martial law, and you got people who were their legislators, members of parliament, who happened to not be there at the moment when that happened because of like when he announced it. They're actually like climbing over the walls to get into the building to vote to like impeach their president or whatever it was they were trying to do, to vote against what he was doing, to get rid of him or whatever. I don't know, not get rid of him, but to stop him from imposing martial law. I mean, that's huge. And I don't even know, like, I don't know. I haven't really been watching the news lately though, because it's just like just a lot of blah blah blah, and I kind of like I want the facts. I want to know how to pray about things. That's what I want to know. And they're not giving it to me, so I kind of like that for now. I might do something else to it later, but not right now. It doesn't have to stand out like old Saint Nicholas does. Okay, now what is this? Oh, it's a xylophone. I can tell. It's a xylophone. Okay, I may need to do all these things in pencil because it's kind of like blue, green, and red. It's kind of tiny. And those are gift boxes, I guess. Is that what they are? Yeah. Let me do those guys. Excuse me. Oh, I like this blue. Okay, let's not pull all of them out of my desk. That would be bad. It's like a mess. And so I'm going to be getting my desk organized even more. Excited about that. I already talked about the Sharpie markers. The Sharpie markers that I did not get, and I am not getting. I don't plan on. I want yellow orange. I feel like there's so much I can do with the coloring things I have now. I feel like I need to learn how to do those before I do get anything else substantial, anything that mimics what I have in any kind of way. I hate to use red again. I'm going to use green, I think. It's just because red is usually on there, but I don't know, maybe I'll use purple. Let's use purple. Get out of there. I don't think this is the darkest one, but if I don't like it, I'll color over it with pencil. I'll change the color at least a little bit. Oh, where did I get you from? Is that the place I got it from? I don't see mine. Oh, over here. Put them back in the case. That blue's really dark. I'm wondering if it could go in here or not. I don't know. Seems like this day went by really quick. What's my favorite sharpener for these? Ooh, that's kind of junky. Took a bite out of it. Oh my, look at that. That's intense. I think it's going to be alright. I want little things in the end. I downloaded a bunch of Christmas music from YouTube Studio, their audio library. I was watching Jamie's Life 101, his live, and or not his live, one of his shorts. Picture of a doggy, and he had some really nice Christmas music in there. So I went to look at it in YouTube Studio, and I found it. And that person made a lot of kind of like jazz instrumental Christmas music. I think I should do that black outlining in other places too. Should I? This poor pencil tore up. Poor baby. Try not to pull out any more pencils because I'm trying to kind of I need some green. I need green in here. 43 minutes I've been on. Just kind of watching because that's not the green I wanted, but that's okay. Now I want a pencil. I want a pencil. What we got? Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a Prismacolor too. I don't know if this is the right green. What is this? And it's olive green. Not really what I want. But you know what? It might look okay on top of this. And it does. Looks green on top of this. And why did I do this? I just colored right over it. I don't know. I have no idea. I can add a little tip back though. I find the right side. I keep pulling out the wrong side. I don't know why they do that. Because I can. That's why. Do need more green in here. Do we need a whole... Oh, we can put decorations on the outside. Is that one a red ribbon? Blue ribbon? Let's color the whole thing in. Don't be chicken, Linda. Don't be chicken. So sometimes I watch product review and comparison videos, sometimes just to figure out, okay, now how does it compare to what I have? And when I watch sometimes how they demo it or whatever, it sometimes tells me what technique I can use to use the product I have, even if it's not the same brand or whatever as what they have. So, oh, did they actually stay darker on top of it? Look at that. I think I just learned something. Wow. Just learned something. Okay, now I'm wondering if this is too light. I do like the idea of just playing around with this with different mediums. I do like that. Kind of messed it up right there, but that's okay. Blue or green? Where's that blue? Here it is. I just have to be in the mode in my head. I have to put myself in the mode to be willing to play and not be so serious about it. Or, I don't know if serious is the word I mean. Or be so, into it has to look this way. It has to be this way, To not be, let it be whatever it's going to be. Just play and see what happens, Because that's how I learn. Now I think I want a lighter blue. Do I want a metallic? Kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. Or is that going to be too much? Oh, I didn't mean to have the green. I thought it was getting the blue. I think I may keep this live to just an hour because, like I said, I'm doing laundry. I need to eat. All I had today was a protein shake, so Am I going to be able to find that again? I'm going to leave that like that for a minute. Okay, so I don't know, these colors are doing pretty good by me with these pages for how they mix with this with the acrylic paint, you know. I'm doing pretty good. I'm finding using the acrylic marker is helping me get the richness of color that I wanted to be on these pages, because it just wasn't getting that with pencil alone. And so and I had to remind myself of that as I was coloring over this. I'm like, why are you coloring over the marker? It's like, what'd you do the marker for if we're just going to color over it? But then I remembered, if I do the pencil alone, the color's not going to be as rich. It's going to be like that. But when I use the marker underneath, that kind of gives it a base to get bold. So, but yeah, like I was saying, I got to figure out what kind of marker is it that allows you to do that and which one doesn't, because yeah, not all of them do. I gotta figure out what's up with his hat, because he doesn't have a little. Oh, that. It's like white is going around it, which is kind of weird, but okay. And then there's like this thing in the middle that I kind of colored over. It's got like a pointy thing in the middle. I gotta figure out how to make that work. And I don't necessarily have to follow what they did either. That's what I have to remember. I don't have to follow what they did. And I think I'm going outside of that. I want that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here we go again. There's one of them critters. I don't know where they're coming from. This will be the mission of the week. Woof. There's a lot. Ouch. Let me check underneath my desk. Hmm. I'm also going to have to check to see if I got my, uh-oh. think I need to empty this sharpener. Is that sharpening? I'm wondering if I'll be able to spot the mink that's in our backyard this winter. I sure hope so. I want to see him. My husband got to, but that's how I know there's one back there. But I haven't gotten to see him yet. I've never seen a mink, for real. Shoot, I even gotta Google it to see what it looks like, to know what I'm seeing when I see it, if I see it. Because I don't know what it looked like. I got to actually see a fox, for real. A year ago. I actually saw one running on my in-laws' side of the yard into the brush. He was running towards the road, but like also kind of running towards the woods too. Because like running towards the road, but running towards the road into the part of the front yard that has a lot of brush and actually goes over to my next neighbor's property where there's a lot of woods. So I'm pretty sure that's where he was running, was just like into the woods. From the back, our woods in the back to their woods, which was kind of interesting to watch him run. And our dog at the time, he wanted to run after him. I'm like, no, that thing is bigger than you. It's bigger than you. Plus, like, seeing it in the daytime, that made me kind of nervous. It's like, is it rabid? So, I've seen their turds, but I haven't seen an actual fox until then. But I knew they were around. I just never saw one. Yeah, I like that better. Let's just keep going. Color it all red. Okay. Are we at an hour yet? Almost. Anything up here? No, I almost might make this a darker red behind there, right? Yeah, how it should be. I'm not sure how the color by number thing was set up. But that's how I want it. I think I need a sharper tip on this. See how it's like I'm starting to feel this thing now. It's like, okay, I get where it's going now. I get it. It took a while. And it took putting down some stuff in pencil. I'm like, that ain't about nothing. I don't like that. To do that before I could like really say, oh. Got scared of it at first, and then I was like, And then when I finally was like, throw caution to the wind. It doesn't matter if it turns out ugly. Do something. And then that's when things started to open up. Can't be afraid of it. Okay. So it's an hour. So I'm going to stop here and go make my taco salad go put my clothes in the dryer, my other clothes in the wash machine. I feel like I know a little bit more of where I'm going with this one now too. I can see how the pencil does go over the acrylic marker. Um, and I think it must go over these better than it goes over these as I'm working. I think that might be the case. But yeah, my verdict's still out because I'm not in real analysis mode. I'm in let's just color mode. So, but I like this now. This is bright how I want it to be. I wanted it to be bright, not dull. So, okay, so thanks for joining me. And I'm going to be on the lookout for Bubble Studio going live. Unless she's playing a game. She might be playing a game today to chill. But whoever comes live, you know where you can find me, all the people I go to. So, see you there. Have a good night. Wish you the best on your mammogram, Mandy, and hope you feel better soon with your tummy. Bye-bye.